Ready when you are.
All right, calling me to order at 4:30 with the rise to pledge allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Approval of prior board meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve the prior board meeting minutes for June 24th, 2026.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Carries. Accounts payable and payroll.
Make a motion to approve the accounts payable and payroll in the amount of $704,929.39 dated July 9th, 2026.
Second.
Large disbursements. Big Barney's Road Maintenance, $41,024.21. BMJ Engineers, $20,899.31. Bob Alexander, $50,161.01. Empower, $65,500. Jensen Bridge, $41,516.99. Ken Measle, $98,546.14. Latigo Trucking, $46,791.65. Marlin Excavating, $49,293.46. MERS, $19,594.37. Michigan Cat, $14,094.41. R Green Excavating, $15,900. S&L Landscape, $20,908. Weber Sand and Gravel, $16,071.09. Questions?
What was BMJ?
Eagle permitting for Grand Road, Columbiaville Road, staking of the Eagle permits also for Peck Road, Grand Road.
Jensen Bridge.
The culverts that we purchased for those. Grand Road was a significant size of culverts. The other culverts are the cross tubes that the guys are putting into the paving projects.
Ken Measle.
Road gravel.
Where was that for?
The Ken Measle one would have been for Deerfield Township.
Okay. Latigo.
Trucking, they're doing the gravel haul in Arcadia Township. The Ken Measle one was also Burlington Township. So.
Marlette.
A deep cross tube on Washburn Road and working on Peck Road for the Eagle permit, the concrete box culvert.
What was the Empower?
The Empower one is our insurance.
Oh.
Bob Alexander.
That was trucking for multiple projects. We got the 22A to Deerfield Township that goes hand in hand with the gravel from Measles. And Deerfield Township was the bulk of it.
Other questions?
Oh, good.
Good.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Road agreements.
Make a motion to approve the two road agreements. One for Elma and one for Elma.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Communications.
We tabled it at our last board meeting, but there's the 2026 race of board trustee election ballot in the chairman's packet up there. I did not bring my packet with me, so the board would kind of help me out if you ask me a recommendation, then I can kind of help you out by looking at it. One of them is there's 3 candidates, and we can vote for all 3. There's another one that there's only a choice to vote for one, so that one's another simple one, the one that you can vote for two. It'd be my recommendation to go to that customer from St. Paul County.
So for that one is crazy. So that one we have Deb Kressner and Ronald Kindle. So you're suggesting that, or your recommendation is?
Ron, he does an excellent job and all that, he's doing a really good job with that. One thing with Deb is she's from Saginaw and that, and I think closer by, more representation for this area and that. She's at our Blue Water Council meetings, so that would be my recommendation.
Make a motion? Maybe that name there easier.
I move that we vote for Deb Kessler for the McCrasiff Board for the Southern Representatives.
I support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. All right, and then Brent Laughlin from Ottawa is the only candidate running for the other. So I make a motion that we vote for Brent Laughlin for the McCrasiff Board for Director at Large.
I support.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. All right, so that takes care of the McCrasiff. On the McCrasiff, we have three: Tom Doty, Beth Hunt, and Loretta Humphrey. Did you have a recommendation on that one?
I did get clarification on that because it's not on the ballot. We can vote for all three candidates.
Okay.
Because two of them are incumbents and the other is replacing a board member.
Okay.
So they're all going to,
Okay.
from the understanding that I got, that they all get a position.
Motion to vote for all three of them.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Any other communications?
No further communications.
All right. Managing Director.
Quick project updates, East Saginaw paving will start the 2026 paving program next week. Lake Pleasant Road is where they plan on starting. Tentative date right now is going to be Wednesday, subject to change if the mill becomes available before Wednesday. Morris Road bridge out here through Pepper Mill Road in Lapeer Township is underway. That has started. And the contractor also got started up there in the concrete box culvert on Peck Road. Guys have been out grading and brining, so they've been keeping busy with that. Gravel haul has been going on in Arcadia Township, and we're still doing ditching on M24.
Questions?
No.
Jim? Okay. You want to roll and introduce the Director of Maintenance? Seeing how it's next on the agenda anyways.
Yeah, we can jump down. We're under HR report right now.
Yeah.
So our director of maintenance, the board does have a proposed contract in front of them tonight, and Wes is here. He was the candidate. We did our interviews and all that, and management selected Wes as the candidate. Would you like to give a little biography about yourself, Wes?
My name is Wesley Sanchez. I go by Wes. My family's from the Inland City area. My grandparents belong. I spent 12 years at Ford Motor Company, got laid off, changed gears, started working for Public Works in Lake Orion in 2014, became interim director in 2020, 2021, I became director. So I've been the director in Lake Orion for the last 5 years. I've learned everything I can about public operations. I do our state reporting for our roads. I've implemented our plowing programs and policies. If you want to know anything about me, just look up Lake Orion Review and type in my name, and you'll see everything I've done. But I'm a pretty open book.
And I've seen an article on, they did on you guys down there. Good article.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys giving me this opportunity, and I'm real glad the parade on Sawdust and M24. So I'm ready.
You live on Sawdust and M24 now?
Yep. About 6 years.
Do we need a motion to approve the,
Yes, we need a motion to move the contract
I make a motion to approve the contract for Wes,
for the director of maintenance.
for director of maintenance.
I support.
Okay, discussion? Roll call
Roll
vote?
call vote. Commissioner Howell,
Yes.
Commissioner Jostock,
Yes.
and Commissioner Novak.
Yes. Welcome.
Welcome, Les.
Thank you.
Les.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Mechanics.
We did fill one of the mechanic positions in the shop, and he has already started, so we still do have an open position for a mechanic with a Class A endorsement. That's the requirement on that one, so.
This one here don't have a CDL.
And he started on Monday.
Does he have any certifications? Does he have the certifications?
He does have, he does have some certifications for that, through Ford, so.
Anything else, Dustin, before we move
Nothing
Finance?
else under HR.
Okay, finance.
For the finance report, I did prepare a budget, for the board to review in that. It would be my, recommendation that I would like to put together a proposed budget amendment, either for this next coming board meeting or the following board meeting. So I may prepare it, give it to you guys for the next board meeting to review, and then act upon it upon that point. I would like to get a budget amendment, pushed through. So I've provided where we're currently at with the budget, for the board to, review.
Surprise, surprise, we're over on fuel.
That is one of the things, and that's why I would like to kind of put together this budget amendment to present to you guys at the next board meeting, rather than waiting to the year end, because with the fuel costs, nobody anticipated fuel to be that high for this long. We burned through a lot of fuel during the summer with graders.
Yeah, if you want to prepare it for next meeting, we'll review it and then we can act on it following.
Yeah, unless the board has a different date in mind of when you guys like to do a budget amendment, but I would like to get one done relatively,
I guess
soon,
it's
so.
just as soon as you possibly can without, killing yourself.
Anything else for finance?
Nothing else for finance.
Okay, we need to appoint the board secretary. I would make a motion to appoint Dustin Gingell as board secretary. Discussion?
No.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. All right. Public time. Does anybody wish to speak for public time? You do have 4 minutes, just so you know. So when you hit 4 minutes, I'll say.
We all need to be there.
So who wants to go first?
First.
You guys are here before me.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sure.
Yeah. Up here?
Yep, it doesn't matter anywhere.
Well,
Wherever makes you feel good.
We all try to
I've
be
been trying
polite,
to
squeeze
talk to
it up.
you guys for a while over a culvert issue I got. My name's Dale Smith, 5858 Old State Road. Southwest corner of my property, been sold off, become part, I'm right across the street from you guys' road commission shop there on the north branch. But anyways, that culvert issue, some of you guys know about it, I think. But it's been hard to get through and communicate with you guys, and a gal down here told me you were having a meeting, so I didn't want to miss it. The thing is that when Louise Gilman sold her property off, which is now owned by the Bottom Creek there. They moved that gate closer to my property, right on my property line there, just probably minimum appropriate, clearance there, which, for a driveway. But anyways, the apron is getting way over in front of my yard there. They come through, put new culvert in front of my house, in front of the neighbor's house to the north of me. New culvert right in front of the big Bottom Creek deal, and they left that gate there, and it pushes water back on my property. I took my own level out there today and measured it with my wife. I got some pictures of being out there and everything else. I measure 8 inches from where that ditch got filled in. I measure an 8-inch rise to the surface of that driveway that goes into his property. And I don't know why they don't want to put a culvert in there. If they're going to improve that to a better point with that gate, fine. But I just want that water drained off my property. And it's like I explained to somebody, I'm not sure who Disdain is here, but regardless, I told him, I said, if I personally got to dig that ditch back out, I'll do it on front of my property. But I mean, they're driving on my property and the water's stopping there where they filled it in. There was a culvert. The driveway was further on down the way, probably about 30 foot from where it is now. And they filled that in. As a matter of fact, going all the way down to that main gate, they've taken the ditches right out of there that were put in there in the mid-90s. I've been their taxpayer there for 34 years. So I mean, I watched all the stuff going on when they improved that road, as far as the deal. I just want somebody to look at it, but everybody tells me it's fine, and it's not. I mean, you can physically see it's not going to drain. With your eyeballs. I took my level out there today and I measured it. I measured an 8-inch rise to the surface of that approach on there that's actually over in front of me now. So that's all I got to say. I'd like to get somebody out there to look at it and get it on somebody's ears here, because I've talked to 2 engineers and everybody tells me it's fine and it's not. Okay.
What's the address?
5858 Old State Road.
5858.
My name's Dale Smith.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Next.
I'll go next. My name is Tyler Card. I have been a resident on Columbiaville Road, 5246, for 16 years. And I purchased property next door, 5250. And I've had Gabe out there. I've had Road Commission come out 2-3 different times. Before I purchased that property, my neighbor complained, and I watched it, and I'd love to show you the videos. And everyone is aware where I'm at on Columbiaville Road. They've even come out and said that they put in that drain that goes across there, that it was going to fail. Because what happens is all the drains from the north come through, and through on Columbiaville Road, they come from the north. They're supposed to come through a drain that feeds across under the road on Columbiaville Road and go across to the drainage ditches and go back out south to the big, huge tubes that then go across again to the north, right down the road from me on Columbiaville Road. Y'all are putting a brand new culvert right there, 2 houses down from me to the east, and I'm stuck still. And that water, when it comes through there, and it comes around that corner, and it's supposed to stop and come around that corner, it shoots that tube, and it's like a fire hydrant, and my property is just soaked, it's gone, it's eroded, the trees have fallen down, we've cut them out. 19 years. They already knew it was going to fail when they put it in. Are you Gabe?
No.
Oh, well, Gabe came out 2 years ago, said it would be on spring budget for 2026. And where is it? I have a huge culvert now going in 2 houses east of me for what? So is that water going to come back to my property? Because the neighbor had his property, a new culvert put in, and now pitched towards my way. So all of my properties, 5246 just floods right out the ditch is just astronomical. It's crazy. And then you go to 5250 that I own, and the water that shoots out of that tube and comes across that property, first of all, It drains back into the reservoir. And it comes across my property, and I have a septic field in the front of my property. And it drains all across there. Not only does it do that, but it drains into across my asphalt driveway. It has eroded the trees, they're gone. It drains into the asphalt driveway, then goes across and goes through, completely floods out the pond. There's no fish left, none. And I mean none. So then it's supposed to drain into the back and go out back into, there's another property behind me that goes out. And it's supposed to go back into the tubes that they just put back in across North Lake Road. So tell me, and I just had a pond dug, had it dug deeper to 17 feet, hoping that it would not flood or overtake my pond out. I had to pay for an eagle permit. $1,050 for them to do that for me. So if I have to pay an eagle permit for a county drain because I'm so close to that, then why is a county drain allowed to spill across on my property, go across a septic field, and drain back in and go to the reservoir? How does this happen? Seriously, how does it happen? Because I'm at the point now, I'm just going to go to Lansing. This is now an EPA issue. It's an environmental issue. And tell me it's not. How can you guys tell me it's not? And then Gabe, I talked to him on the phone for an hour, 3 different times, said, well, we're going to send it over to North Branch Garage because we just don't have the people here to take care of all of that. So then he just decided to throw it off on somebody else. Well, here we are, 2026, and we're into summer. Still not fixed. Not even on the budget. Nobody's even talking about it. It's a problem. It's a huge problem. So I need to know what's going to be done and who I need to speak with.
At this point in time, your time is up. If a commissioner wishes to address your concerns during commissioner time, they will. If not, stick around to the end of the meeting and Dustin can take your information and we'll get someone else to talk to you. Because obviously, from listening to it, this needs to be looked at. So it needs to be looked at and have hindsight.
3 different people from the road commission in the last 2 years. 3 different people came out and measured it and looked at it.
Yeah.
3 from here.
Thank you.
Leslie Gatz, Mayfield Township. It's been brought up before, and I just want to double check. People have mentioned many times that they've had trouble calling in and not getting a hold of anybody, and I know I talked to Dustin about needing to change something with the phone system and whatnot, and I feel like I keep hearing people say they called the road commission and they call and can't get anybody, so I wondered if anything's been done about that, or it seems like it's still an issue and maybe it can't be fixed, I don't know.
Thank you. Anybody else?
All right, so hello, my name is Mike Steffler. This is interesting. It's my first town meeting. I've lived in Lapeer for 7 years. Jim Novak, my dad back in the 80s, I think Jim Novak was his excavator. Okay, so it's good that I have people here that I know. Emily Jostock's my daughter's friend. I live on 3494 South Shore Lapeer. And last night I came home to my road going up to my driveway, that the road was kind of obliterated. So there's a house being built. So off Lippincott is Highland Road. Congratulations on your new gig. All right, off Lippincott, Highland Road turns into South Shore Drive, past the boat club. You turn left and you go up the hill, there's a cul-de-sac. My house is the house on the end of the cul-de-sac. So they plow it, you guys plow it. It's an old road, love it, don't complain about it. There's, pothole areas that are filled in, that's awesome. So you can see little fixings. Right now it looks like you brought a massive ditch witch through it. So there's a house being built. When you pull up to the cul-de-sac, and there's a little private road, dirt road off to the right. And there's like 5 houses built there. There's a house being built brand new right now. So apparently yesterday morning, there was like this massive crane, tank crane mechanism carrying these pre-made cement walls, and they were staged down by the Lapeer, by the Lake Nipissing Boat Club. They're building a house or a garage down there right now, so their staging area was there. So they apparently loaded up their stuff and up they went up the hill while just eating the whole entire stinking rotten thing. And then they turn, and then so they work. So I called last night, left a message, called this morning, left a message. I hope this doesn't turn into a 3-year deal. I hope that somebody calls me back regarding Leslie's. It's interesting, 2 of those people spoke on things that are on my mind. I didn't get a call back today, but I called Elba Township, talked to Mike Bosney. He told me he was going to get a hold of Beth and Destin. You Destin?
I'm Dustin. I just went out and looked at it, so I'm fully aware.
Okay, good. Okay, great. So I wanted to meet him out there, and I Reba was telling me you guys had this meeting today. I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to come. The road's blown out. It completely looks like a desert floor where it's just honeycomb. You could right now get a spoon and pick up each piece and throw it. You know, winter's gonna come in a few months. It's a really bad situation, and I know it's gonna get really bad. I'm not asking for the whole road to be done, but it's really bad. Like there's multiple chunks of asphalt. My daughters are both in high school playing volleyball, training right now, go jogging. They don't want to go jogging now. It's like, gee, come on, honey, don't step on the asphalt block. Well, I'm tired, and you know, you step on the pieces and it's wobbly. It's not just a little piece. It's like a massive area. What did you think, Destin? Is it Destin or Dustin?
It's Dustin. And just if you don't mind, Ward, I will address while I'm here. I did receive a phone call from Mike Bosky today. As soon as I got back into this Lapeer area, I went out, I looked at it. I seen 2 places of construction going on. I came back, asked Beth to start investigating it too, to look for transportation permits, look for active permits and that. Gabe was also contacted. He drove it on his way back to the office, sent me the photos that he seen that was damaged. So we do have to get out there with some coal patch to patch it back together. However, the township supervisor, he didn't give me your phone number to call back.
Yeah.
You have to report back to Mike on it, because this is all took place.
Did my 4 minutes of time stop when he started talking?
No.
So we are trying to track down if we can go back to find the contractor that did the damage to the road.
Yes.
I thought the only thing I saw was wood truss. I did not want to go on private property,
No.
but it sounds like there's concrete, because from the wood truss I seen, I wasn't putting together a crane, because they typically deliver the wood truss on a truck with a crane.
Yeah, it's
So
not.
now I got more information, but we did see the road.
Nothing has to do with the wood trusses.
Yeah.
0 has to do. That was where the staging area
Probably
was.
the prefab.
So what, it might be a long process, but the road is destroyed. It's destroyed. Right? Am I right or am I wrong?
I don't want
I
to
mean-
comment on that.
Right, so I mean, like, if you got an engineer out there and you, like, it's all broken. The whole thing's broken. You know, it wasn't meant for that machinery. So, like, I feel like the company needs to pay. I'm not here barking at you guys. I need help though. You know, like, this is a bad problem. It's a safety hazard. You know, my kids don't want to run, they don't want to ride their bikes. The neighbor kids, I'm sure they don't want to push their strollers. I mean, there's chunks, everyone has their pictures, you know, but it's not good. You know, a private owner hired a private company on a private drive, hired a private company to go on our county roads and blow it out for their benefit, and they can just get away with it or something. You're like, that doesn't make any sense. You know, because if this happens like her, you know, like a year or 2 from now, there's gonna be man-sized sinkholes, potholes out there. You know what I mean? So I don't know where to go from here.
Before you leave today, make sure that Dustin has your phone number.
Yeah.
Dustin will be the one that'll be handling it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep.
Anybody else, public time?
I think my problem's minor compared to theirs. But I have a building in Lum downtown, and it's the low spot in the area. The drain in front of my building, I think John knows the building, and all the debris will run, when it rains, will run down from the township hall down the road. There's another drain that plugs up before my drain, and then everything comes into my drain. It'll run at Mitchell Lake Road, across Lum Road, by the party store, and then down, I don't know if there's a drain over there or not, but it comes across the road then, and then it needs to be looked at. And I've called about a tree that's hanging over the road, and I have a picture where I know the roads are supposed to be swept once a year, but actually there's a crop of weeds growing in the road because the street sweeper will drive around where the tree's overhanging. He'll just drive around it and miss that area. Then when it rains, it'll lift that up and bring it into the drain. My building floods there. So, you guys have, I don't know if it was you or the drain commission that rebuilt the drain because the water had gotten behind the drain and washed it out before. It's doing it, the water's getting up there again, and I do clean the drain out all the time. But sometimes when it rains heavy, it'll plug up before I get to it. But I'd appreciate it if you guys would, take a look at that. And the way the tree is overhanging, and it's an old pine tree, I just think it should be removed. I don't know if it's in a right of way or anything like that, but hey, the other thing is on Farnsworth Road, I've mentioned it, I've left you a text message one time about seeing if you could get a grant for a bicycle lane on Farnsworth between the trailer park and into town. Because
Quite a few years ago, wasn't it? Was it quite a few years ago?
I've been talking about it for a long time.
Okay, I remember that.
I seen a guy coming down the road in his electric wheelchair on the road trying to get into town. And then I see people walking all the time in bicycles, and I'm thinking, somebody's gonna get hurt there pretty soon. And it'd just be nice if there was like a sidewalk, but if you can't get a sidewalk, could you get a grant for a bicycle path? And just add it onto the side of the road, just 3 foot maybe.
Yeah, because there's not even much shoulder right there.
No, there isn't. You'll have to move a lot of mailboxes.
They've been hit already there.
But I think it's a good idea to look and to see, because there's a lot of people that don't have vehicles that use that. So, all right, well, thank you.
Commissioner Howell, may I give the gentleman's address by chance?
Yeah.
Beginning.
I have a building at 4977 Lum Road.
4977 Lum, that's where the issue is?
No, it's around the corner.
Okay.
It's a blue pole barn, zone commercial right there.
Okay.
So, and there's another tree, Japanese something that.
So this is on the drain on Mitchell Lake Road, not the one on the
Right.
left.
Yeah, right in front of my blue building.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Anybody else about the time?
Well, since everybody else is done, I'm really going to make Dustin's night. My township, Tuesday, is going to try to shove a millage and a bond down our throats to pave 22 miles worth of road. And at this point, there's been no public discussion as to whether it's going to be with you guys or whether it's going to be private contractor like Reamer Road was. The person in charge has no idea what's involved with the bond or how difficult it's going to be to pay it off. And I am wondering how he claims he can get a better price from Ace Paving than you guys. I mean, pardon me, folks, but the eagle doesn't shit in his own nest. I mean, Ace is not going to give the township a better price than they're giving the county. And I'm just wondering, I know I talked to Dustin a couple months ago about a spot at the tubes between Marathon and German Road, and Dustin told me that he had given the township a bid for that and never received any response. And I just would like to talk to Dustin about some figures and what's going on and conversations. I was told that the township had a conversation with him over a $5 million grant that we could get to offset part of the funding. But they have the projects all have to be shovel ready when you apply for the grant. I'm getting 9 yards worth of crap again, folks. And there's been no public discussion in meetings about this. A little subcommittee was put together of 3 people that decided this is what we're going to do because somebody wants to play Gordon Gekko with other people's money. And we're going to end up the same place we were the last time. The bond almost broke the township. And we're going to be redoing roads that the original bond that almost broke us paid for, Peters Road, Clam Road, etc. And we're told that stuff is not being done right by the road commission. That there's a lot of stuff needs to be undercut and new base put in before the paving is done. I would just like to sit and talk to Dustin over a cup of coffee because you know how I operate. I'm going to go to the meeting Tuesday and I'm going to go, wait a friggin' minute. If he's got the time, fine. If not, I understand. Thank you.
Anybody else with public time? Okay. Commissioner comments.
Dustin, have we hired somebody for answering the phones?
That is, HR is working on that, so that issue is being addressed.
Because, you know, we're having multiple.
Absolutely,
complaints
so,
about that. And I know you was working.
We have, yeah, that is priority is to get a individual to answer the phone.
Yeah, because I've heard the same thing. I'm gonna get a lot of complaints. We haven't been getting back to people after they call.
Yeah, it's a priority.
We need to do that.
And also following up who wasn't calling the individuals back after they request a phone call back.
Yeah, that's a big complaint out there going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All you got?
And you there, I kind of know where you're talking about because I used to travel that road quite a bit. If I remember, you're across the road from your house.
Yes.
And seen water really there a lot of times.
It's,
I didn't know what the deal was. I've seen water out there a lot.
yeah.
How many houses down from North Lake area to the west?
7 maybe, but you guys just dropped a huge black culvert out there, and it's literally 2 addresses down from me to, I'm 5246, and then I have Ron Shank, and then I have the next guy, and that's where the culvert is.
Okay.
It dropped in, and which is weird, because I'm not sure why they would even do that, you know what I mean? When the road commission came out 2 years ago, year and a half, and Gabe came out, and I want to say her name was Deb. I have it at home. I was just in a rush, but and then she brought another person with her, and they literally looked at my property and said, "Well, that water is supposed to come this way because of the peak of the road." And I said, "That would make sense." I said, "But it doesn't. Why would all their water, when it literally is them tubes that cross under Columbiaville Road?" I said, "Why would they make all that water come this way to go through that tube under North Lake or under Columbiaville Road just to turn that corner and go back and then go back across?" I said,
Dustin, can you take a
didn't make
look at it?
sense.
Have somebody-
Yeah, just-
Yeah, I will take a look at it.
That's what I'm taking a look at.
We've already got.
We gotta
take care of
that. Thank you.
So, all right.
"Yeah, thanks."
Thank you though.
Dustin will understand this. It's an engineering issue.
Well,
Anything else, guys?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, Dustin. 3676 Kings Mill Road. That gentleman that lives there has called 3 times in the last 3 weeks about his driveway. It is, ever since they put in the KWA pipeline, when they cut it, it's in the hill there on Kings Mill, where the road is now lower than what the ditch is. It washes out his driveway continuously now. And he's called 3 times in the last 3 weeks. Inlet City Garage, he was told all 3 times Inlet City Garage was gonna get back with him. And Inlet City Garage has yet to make contact.
Could I have crossroads on that one? I'm assuming
It
that-
would be west of Cedar Lake. Cedar Creek.
Cedar Creek,
There you
okay.
go. Cedar Creek, the other Cedar. Yeah, we need to look at doing something there, because the last time they went through and grading it, instead of going through and cutting it so it's at the ditch, they went through and now we have 2 ditches there. One at the edge of the road where they cut it with the grader and where the original ditch was.
For the-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's actually made it worse, washing out that driveway. Are you gonna reach out to Mr. Smith about the culvert as well?
Yes, I will be there and be paving that up there. There's been conversation, so I will take a look at that one.
Okay.
Once the road is paved.
Yeah. Are we still working, there's still background work that has to go into that before they pave it?
They are scheduled to be paving up there next week.
Okay. And then once they get done paving,
Then
then
we'll be out to, take a look at it again. So there's been multiple, individuals that have been out there, and I'm gonna go out there and make the final decision on how the road is gonna be.
okay. Mr. Smith, you know, public time's over, I'll give you a minute.
No, that's fine.
That's good.
I'm just saying, the contractor's working for, the bottom creek there, put in 3 culverts there.
Right.
And they skipped over that one that goes in that gate. Like I say, if they're planning on doing something different with it, that's fine, but I just want that water to drain.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever reached out to Bottom Creek yourself?
I don't talk to those people. I had to run into their lawyers and some other stuff over property purchase, and I really don't care to talk to any of them.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I have. With that, we are adjourned at 5:12. You guys are doing great.
Yeah, right here.
Oh.